Hey everybody, welcome to Super Simple. I'm Marc Teer, the founder of Black Spectacles, and today we're very lucky to be able to have Andrew Watkins with us from Ayers St. Grove. And you know, today I think we have a project that really gets to the heart of what we're trying to showcase, as a part of Super Simple, which is how, different technologies are empowering world-class design. So I think you're going to see that in this project in a lot of different ways, sort of both in the design phase, but then all the way as it sort of makes its way into the construction process. And you should know this is this project, the University of Delaware's Interdisciplinary Science and Engineering Lab project won an AIA Technology and Architectural Practice Award. So it's been sort of recognized for the high level of technological excellence that occurred throughout this entire project. So it should be a really good one. I'm excited to get started and to talk with you, Andrew. Before we get started though, if you'd like to register for our next episode of Super Simple, you can go to blackspectacles.com/podcast to register to attend. And today, you guys know that we have design software tutorials taught by world-class architects, just like Andrew, on blackspectacles.com. So make sure you stick around until the end of this episode because we have a special Black Spectacles promo code to share. And today we'll be taking questions using the GoToWebinar question box, as well as on Twitter using the Super Simple Podcast hashtag. So again, that's Super Simple Podcast hashtag. So to go ahead and get started, again, thank you, Andrew, for sharing your work with us.
Sure.
Can you tell us a little bit about sort of an overview about the University of Delaware's ICE Lab, I think as you call it, project?
Sure. So we've worked with University of Delaware for several years now, probably a couple decades, honestly. And Ayers St. Grove is a trusted advisor on campus, and UD challenged us to come up with a way of rethinking the traditional Georgian architecture typology and aesthetic on campus, and how that could morph into the beginning of a new science precinct on campus. So what we did was we were able to take some of the materials and scale and some of a little bit of the details of typical Georgian architecture and start to meld that into a much more modern building, and one that would reflect the new age of science, teaching and pedagogy and research going into the 21st century. So that's what we were tasked with, and we were able to leverage technologies to do so in all of those things to hopefully come up with a product that is a new thing for Tech Delaware and a new way to learn and teach on campus. So here's a beautiful landscape that sort of is nestled in the crook of this this building, and so the building with the part with the green roof you can see towards the left at the back of the image is an instructional and faculty office wing. Mm-hmm. And the part under the green roof is a big commons where students gather and hang out and eat a bagel before heading to classes. And the classes happen in the wing to the right of the image. There's lots of flexible labs and classrooms between the labs, and then there's also sort of breakout spaces where students can step out of the classroom, have a breakout session, and then they cross the bridge, which is on the far side of the image, and come into the research wing. So there's a lot of, thus the term interdisciplinary, lots of crossover between researchers and students. So it's really kind of an inviting way to bring students into the world of actual real-world research with a clean room, a material synthesis lab, characterization labs, and pretty high-end imaging labs with electron microscope. A lot of stuff in this building, but we think it's a pretty holistic way to design for sciences to bring education into the real-world workplace.
Okay, awesome.
So you can jump to the next slide. So here's a site plan. Again, this is just a simple SketchUp diagram, but we thought very illustrative in how it sits on the site, how the landscape pathways all work within it, and the different program components and how they all kind of reveal themselves to the exteriors, just to blend movement of pedestrians around the building and within the building, and it became sort of a crossroads between the residence halls to the south and the rest of campus to the upper left, if you will. And so it's really kind of ideally sited.
And then
So
just to kind of get in the weeds a little bit
Sure.
here, this is a really nice diagram actually. You said it was a SketchUp diagram, but is it sort of a combo, kind of maybe something done in Illustrator over a CAD plan with, looks like maybe you guys, colored some of the entourage and the landscape and then overlaid
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
overlaid the SketchUp
Sure.
model
Yeah,
into that.
just simple CAD site plan.
Yeah.
The building itself is SketchUp,
Mm-hmm.
and the site work started in SketchUp, and then we did a lot of Illustrator work to sort of make it more graphically appealing. We do have
Sure.
the landscape architecture group in-house, so we
Oh.
worked collaboratively with them to design this and to do the graphic work to
Mm-hmm.
convey the intent to the client.
Awesome.
So the building itself is it's almost 200,000 square feet and about $130 million. It's a pretty big building and fairly expensive, but there's a lot going on in it, and it's trying to accomplish a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a little bit about the program and the cost.
Okay. Awesome.